Welcome back to Humboldt State tonight. JB Mathers now welcoming for the first time on the show a man who is very familiar with Humboldt State, head basketball coach Tom Wood in year number, what year is this, Coach?
This started my 28th.
Wow, 28th year at Humboldt State. 28 years. Did you have any idea it was going to be that long of a relationship when you were first signed, I believe, by Frank Cheek a couple years ago now?
Yeah, Frank was the athletic director back then, and so you can blame him for hiring me. But no, I didn't. Probably, the truth to be told, I was probably waiting a couple years, and then UCLA or Duke was going to call me. That phone call hasn't came, so I've been here for 28 years, and seriously, it's been a great 28 years. We've had 28 years of great student athletes that have played for us, and I can't imagine being anyplace else. It's been really wonderful.
All right, with that said, Coach, over the 28 years, do you have a favorite memory, or what are your fondest memories of Humboldt State basketball when you reflect back on the first 27, 28 years?
The memories that I have sometimes aren't fond ones. You know, I can remember playing the first game in the East Gym, and we lost. I remember feeling, well, I wasn't going to win them all here. That was true. I remember losing a game in the Shaughnessy where, had we won, we had gone into the regionals. We lost after having like 11-point lead with 41 seconds to go. So those kind of things I remember. Obviously, I remember the Final Four team and some of the championship teams we've had. And but, you know, to single out one, I think would be doing a disservice to the other ones. Every team has been a really a fun team to coach and look back. Obviously, you enjoy the wins and stuff probably more than the losses, but for the most part, I have no regrets with any of the teams that I've had. They've always given their best to us.
All right, let's bring in the email portion of the show now. The hand will bring us that thank you hand. This comes from Meredith in McKinleyville. Coach Wood, will you miss the East Gym?
Oh, most certainly. You know, that's been my home for 27 years. It's been you know, a place where I've did all my work, and I often told people you could blindfold me, put me in the middle of the court. I knew exactly where I was just by the feel and the smell of it. But you know what? I walk in it now, and it looks kind of dumpy compared to our new facility, so probably not going to miss it too much. What I hope, and I think will happen, is that the enthusiasm that the East Gym brought, or our teams have brought to the East Gym, and the fan support will walk across the street now to the new facility, and we'll be able to keep the same environment, the same ambiance, if you will, that has made the East Gym a tough place for teams to come in here and play.
All right, you haven't played a game yet in the new gym. What are your early thoughts on the new gym? Obviously, bigger, better venue for the fans, but as a coach, what are your thoughts on it? Oh,
I think it's great. You know, it's fresh. They've done a terrific job with the layout of the place. It's real airy. It's open. People that come in there will soon recognize just how there's really no bad seats in the place. No matter where you sit, you're going to be right on top of the court, which is something that we wanted to try to make sure happen. The noise level seems to be extremely loud. I went to a couple of volleyball games, and boy, it's been that noise, I think, bounces off those cement walls real well. So I think it's going to be a fun place to watch a basketball game. I can't imagine there's a better ticket in the on the North Coast than coming to watching the Lumberjacks play, either the men's or the very good women's team we have this year.
All right, we know Tom Wood, we know Steve Kinder, we know HSU basketball. Now here's the question I think a lot of us want to know as you get ready for your first game coming up at the Disney Classic. Who are the 08-09 Lumberjacks? A lot of new faces, Coach.
A lot of new faces. Understatement there. We only have like 4 or 5 guys that have been associated with the program that are coming back, and 2 of them are currently injured. So we're going down to the Disney Classic with a lot of freshmen, so a couple of transfers, and some players that weren't big minute guys last year. So it's going to be a new team. Hopefully the talent level is there. We really like our new recruits. I think they're going to be fun to watch. They're athletic. They can play the game of basketball. They're going to have a little bit of a learning problem early, or a little bit of adjusting to the intensity level that's needed at this level. But I think for the most part, they'll be fun to watch. I can't imagine them not being exciting. Hopefully we'll be able to put some W's early and get these kids' confidence level up so that we'll carry on with the tradition of excellence here at Humboldt State.
All right, Coach, you've spoiled myself, the fans, everyone here on the North Coast with just unbelievable teams. After the Final Four team, oh, how are they going to do it? Well, Kevin Johnson and Jeremiah Ward kept it going last year. Devin Peel, Grayson Moyer, Cy Vandermeer, Will Schufelt, ton of guys. Are you concerned this year? What do you think? Do you have another winning team?
Well, I think time will tell. I think we're going to be a team that, if we make the normal progress that I think we're capable of doing, Christmas time will be a team that if a good team comes in here and plays us and doesn't play well, they'll get beat. Mm-hmm. You know, I hope so. We got Zach Tiedemann, who's a transfer from, you mentioned some names, so I'll mention some names of our current team. Zach Tiedemann's a transfer out of Santa Clara, originally out of Santa Rosa High School. Really a nice point guard. We've got a transfer from Alaska Fairbanks who's very athletic. We have a big guy named Owen Newman who's currently suffering a little bit of a thumb injury, who gives us some size. And then a bunch of freshmen that are talented. I think will be fun to watch. I think they'll. We have a guy 5'5.5" that's going to be playing for us this year. So we have all types of different kind of players. I think as time goes on, we'll find that new Kevin Johnson. We'll find that Fred Hooks or Austin Nichols, hopefully. And most importantly, we'll find the team that's going to represent Humboldt State like we have in the past.
All right, you're going down to Disneyland. Hey, Mickey Mouse and Goofy and the crew. You are on a business trip. Real quick, Coach, your thoughts on playing one of the marquee preseason events?
Well, we're excited and proud to be representing a conference in this tournament. Tough times for us. We've only been practicing 15, 16 days. We take a bunch of freshmen down there and play awfully good, talented teams. To say that I'm worried would be an understatement, but at the same time, I think every one of our players would rather be playing someone else than having inter-squad games, and that goes to the coaches as well, so bring them on.
All right, there you have it. Coach Wood and the Lumberjacks, 3 games this weekend at the Disney Classic. Dan Pambianco, the voice of the Jacks on the road, he'll be all over it, and between KGOE and KATA 1340, we will have all your Jack action this weekend covered. Coach Wood, thank you so much for joining me. Wasn't too bad, now was it?
No, it's great. A lot of fun, and I hope to do it again, JD.
All right, there's head coach Tom Wood. We'll be talking a lot this basketball season with him and his players. I'm JB Mathers, head football coach Rob Smith. He's coming up next right here on Humboldt State Tonight.